Alright, I got Thrunite's Catapult Mini V2 in front of me here. I own and use the Catapult V1, and I've had that for an incredibly long time, and I don't know if anybody's familiar with that light. Here's a V1, and this is one of my most used flashlights. If you look, it's pretty beat up, and I really like it. Now this is an upgrade to it. This is running 1108 max lumens, and it does all that. It's got a quite a bit wider throw, quite a bit wider beam pattern, a little bit less throw. If I could probably put these on a lower mode. Yeah, you're not going to see it in the house. The spill on the Catapult Mini is pretty much non-existent with that TIR lens. And this is running, I think, the same emitter, SFT40. But this has a lot more spill than the other one, and that was probably the only downfall in the other one. But that thing punched out to no end. But this does too. I mean, you're talking over 500 meters of throw on a flashlight. That's very small. Now, the only thing it doesn't come with is a case, but you get your USB-C charger in a lanyard, and it charges through the back. It's got Thrunite's typical UI on it, long press, and one thing with the long pressing going into the Firefly mode, this is actually real usable in a darker lit room. And your battery indicator there. You got your low, medium, and high. Double click the turbo. Same as with the Catapult Mini, the original one. And I will compare these two outside. One thing, when I was shining it outside, I never looked on the directions. The Catapult Mini is a continuous runtime of like 50 or 60 minutes. Even on the turbo mode, it runs non-stop, and that thing's got a one tight beam. This one here does drop down. It'll run for about 1 minute and 20 seconds, and then it drops down because it's punching out so many more lumens, actually. The other one's literally half the amount of lumens, I think. But it drops down to 358 lumens. That'll run for over an hour. So, and even as you'll see outside, the amount of lumens coming out, even on the high mode, is quite awesome. High mode's running almost 70 minutes. Battery wise on this and that other one, I really like this battery. It's a 18350, and these do run for an extended amount of time before you got to recharge them. And the only downfall is no case. It's a little bit too wide to put in your pocket, and you can find, I don't think Well-Tool makes cases anymore, but there's some cases on Amazon that are like this. Sure wish flashlight companies like Thrunite, you would start sending flashlights with cases like this. It's indestructible. But you can find your own case quite readily for it. That's not what this is about. It's about the compactness and the brightness and runtime on that flashlight. But I want to go outside. We're going to get some good shots done of it, and I'm pretty sure you'll be impressed, so let's go. Alright, I got this Catapult Pro V2 out, and that is my house at about 110 yards away. Not sure what mode I'm at, but as you can see, this is a very tight beam. I'm not on turbo. Actually, I'm on, that was high. That is lowest mode at 110 yards. I already double clicked this thing. It completely washes out, so we're going to have to go farther away. So up close is not going to do justice with this light. The lowest mode, you could shine deer with it, like right here. I could try to spin the camera. Let's see this tree line here. You see that immensely tight spot on the lowest mode. This thing just punches to no end. That tree line way back there is over 400 yards away. Way up there. And it's about 150 yards. Man, this thing shoots out. little rocket. Even on a low mode. Medium and high. Let's get up on the road. It's not as focused of a beam or quite as much of a throw as the original Catapult Mini. I got that. I was going to compare it, but I'm just telling you, the other ones, they're not much less throw and a lot more spill than that one. You get a lot more light output on this one, the V2. I'm impressed with it. I really like that Mini, and I like this one, I do believe, a lot better. Thrunite did good by putting more punch into it and adding that spill. Let me get up on the road. Yeah, this will work. Right here is a hillside pushing up almost 300 yards away. And you tell me you won't be able to see wildlife up in there if there were some eyes. That there is a heck of a lot of nice light output. Moving farther down, upwards of 500 yards back there, and it's hitting that plain as day. Pretty impressed with it. Now if I can hit that hillside over there over 600 yards away, and it does, I'd say about 600. It's lighting that field up. Long ways away. These are impressive little lights, and they're ideal. Battery power on them's great. Long run time, very bright, far throwing light you can use for regular work and, say, shining wildlife. Okay, I found the Catapult Mini, and we are going to compare these two. And this is the little Mini. That's the beam. This is the one I really like. It's one of my favorite flashlights that I own. Real good run time for the battery. Constant. It doesn't drop down. And this is the Mini V. As you can see there, quite a bit more output. Mini V2 Mini. As far as throw, that Mini's hitting that little tree way back there, and that one does the same thing. I do believe the battery's charged on the Mini. Let me see. Well, it's purple, it's not blue, but I'm pretty sure it's still giving the same output. And there's the Mini V2. If you were to move a little bit closer, you'll notice quite a bit of difference. There's the V2 and the Mini. Side by side. Not a lot of difference in throw, but spill, huge. I just turned my boost up on my camera, so. But both are outstanding lights. Huge difference in high. That's the Mini. And that's the Mini V2. If you haven't picked one of these up, either the Mini or the V2, you need to get one. I guess everybody will want the V2 because of more light output, but it doesn't have, the Mini has a tiny bit more throw, but it just doesn't have a total output like it. Regardless, wicked lights. Like I said, pretty awesome flashlight. Well built, well priced. It is a step up from the original Catapult Mini, as you've seen the beams there. The only thing, as far as it dropping down, but they almost have to, doesn't seem to get quite warm, and when it does drop down, you click it again and it comes right back up to full throttle. You go ahead and check that link out down below for this flashlight. You'll be impressed. There you go. Catapult Mini V2. Till next time.